Now that the paint over is done, I'm going to project it on our ship, and for that I will use a duplicate of the original ship, not the destroyed piece. I actually did a mistake. While breaking the ship, I should have done this step, then both ship would have lined up perfectly. The destroyed ship and the ship intact, which I'm gonna use for projecting only the paint overs. Here, as I said, I did a mistake. I'm gonna manually try to align the intact ship as closely as possible to the broken ship. Here I need to just join the gap. Remember, there should be no gap where you want to show the projection mainly, because if there's a gap there, then it will all be transparent. So in easy way, what I'm saying is, um, let me show by an example. Okay, so here I have two cubes and I set up a camera. Assume that those two cubes are our destroyed ship. Now add a material. I don't know why I added two materials here. I could have used just one. I'm gonna render out the scene and save it as a PNG. I'm gonna make a new layer and draw randomly. Now I will save just the layer on which I drew as a PNG. Now we are back in Blender. I will select both cubes and duplicate them and join them. Now I will apply a new material on these joined cubes. So this is our projection ship. Okay, so this doesn't look right. I will select the projection cubes and scale them very slightly. This still doesn't look right. Where's that cube text which we wrote and wires we drew? So we actually need to project it from view in the UV and wrap menu. Now see, it looks better, but the wires in the middle are still missing. Why? Well, because there's no mesh in between the cubes to project on, so it remains transparent. It only projects where the mesh is. So that's why I filled the gap in the ship. So you see here I will fill up the area between the cubes. And now you see it works. I hope you understand now the logic behind. Let's continue now. I'll fill these gaps. It doesn't need to be super precise as we saw. We only need a mesh there, and also it should match the shape of our main object kinda roughly. I will extend it, that's it. We don't need to worry about the top. There's no paint over there. And then join the ship. Now we are back in our main scene. And I'm going to align the intact ship. So it's aligned. Now I will select the projection ship and use projection view. And there's our paint over. Now I'm gonna do the similar thing to the sand.